Yenya Bema Dennis Miracle Abuaje EOCO for stop order. Your friend says stop travel order no. Esha says ye adwuma no. What your home peninse. By now, they are sure so what some miracles Abuaje declare intent so be call for communications director no. Ebi susu say ema NDC for ayam ehyewo. Say hey ono nso ye bejano na the chances eye dey eno mo akwa akoso ni mu. Enti miracles Abuaje enra without for want of a better word say me hawadwe with the enra course wa wuti bi ehu bi no enra omo ema no bail nso a as usual of a year Raymond Acha yenim baby a ono kra nya lawyer ni o ya lawyer onya lawyer ni the bail boom ni bi ena yede to Dennis Miracles Abuaje so 50 million cedi bail with 3 sureties. Lawyer for bro for 2 to be justified. Per information I mean sakai the lawyers no ye was omo ye bia no omo ayewie sureties na de keke kan omo aye bibia awie na eche and yet to say omo awie bibia no EOCO for say Omni Dennis Miracles Abuaje a court bia endi nasem and finding guilty. Nemum in foot trouble person to Ghana for any and they say Gerald Akyea bia the din appear more statements a EOCO for the Babeto Abontain. Say or no ena no oye accountants na onu agye atumu se obetua sikani bintino edra ye ka kire wa ha so mo ahyeda person mo de bata eye miracle de no se accountant kura no aye na dwen se obetua bia ene ye se miracles one picture na propagandist yini bi no na che se miracles so kura de kwa bi so no odifo ene ye sa kio sa meet chief no wa ha say as no Gerald Akyea no case and there's no Dennis Miracles Abuaje case. Dennis Miracles Abuaje and yet Gerald Akyea. It's in the the lawyers akasa. EOCO as it stands, ye nibdi ha EOCO si say. Na sani and the lawyers na kano obeshe BNIO say no yeah they NIB say BNIO and the other arms no averagely lawyers no who say a crime so no omo your mo adwuma san yes fata. But the problem is with NDC for besie kwabna bo bi ansa program so da bia so bo omo di datem say Raymond Acha a oye foreigner a onye NDC ni papa bia Oyansem Churoni no feel say NPP ebe ha no wakoje abrofu bi sika so odi omo ye business so say dan na o feel say NPP na eboa ma the business gu ye ntino mena de ayi kwabra bo bi ansa program bi so me ya snippers hwe o mehu ya bi hu say du ba bi na omo tibi ma ne no so no kro nya ndis ni papa bi na no kro ejatua ne to and asem wo de huna waba so ba be gu NDC party na and no de your cup of tea. But then Raymond Acha another question mark no one ho si say lawyers ni be consider say omo emfa EOCO as an institution but omo ebe target Raymond Acha no because seven previous omo hunu say seven previous odo de di nsem wo EOCO ho and a President John Dramani Mahama and so Eden and Sasha the devil not would and no shadow me Minim say NDC for the be Ashanti omubu fu nkete but omu ntube nkasa. I don't know why. Say foreigner we abemu na obese party. Mo hwado no nse no. Why? Mo hwado no nse no. Na meno de bigidi se Raymond Acha o wa yire dru. Raymond Acha be sure say yeah o wa yire dru. Na ya na mempese be kasa nsem ni bi. Meno de bi abenso so. Ba party mo over 6 million individuals that were NPP no. Party no ba ebetenase. Na nyomu beye bia no. Yede yese ho na Raymond Acha. Yes, power is transient. Ye all ye baby wakwaje ayira duro no. Ebia no obo wo no ho ana oyira ekopie mu ewo US of A. But ene eyame de say lawyer Evans Oseey ewa ha. This is not the first time lawyer Bahadum wakambe hu ensempe e wujbedi so not once not twice. But time bia Raymond Acha ebekwa akofa bill hu bia it's not the law courts onye law court but sa na oye and then yebewra sa ensem no lawyer ewa asama yebesa ewra mu the public or is it tribunals NDC for akwakofa ba yemu bi yehune so obo de ba betata NPP for tribunals si omo ani afi kakra no omampani Dada Rawlings apenso na tribunals si bi ewo hodoma ode betete Ghana for when ye afi kakra na wo omampani Dada Rawlings amamu a obekai tribunals no pa ede de be course ewo ye my Ghana mu kakra bisuya Rawlings there no established by PNDC law 78 and on the tribunals betete Ghana for yet your mind ha ye wuni e course na ebia lawyer wa hado mo be correct me until 2002 and just sakraya kakra be ma I think so 93 1 or 2 because so but Akufo-Addo buy until 2002 and yesha I don't know if free kakra but constitution I think said regional tribunals not yet constitution no can was it is something in a war bad memories of a tribunals in Ghana. Yeah, Baba Twaba in 2024 NDC for the Shobo manifesto say omo no de yeto abama omo no ba they will establish the regional tribunals and reintroduce communities and circuit tribunals. After they will depoliticize the justice delivery system. No more speedy up a case determination. And will end this for manifesto. Now, a day, commodity a tribunal bill 2026. Lawyer wa hand here. There be some quotations article 126B. Ne who crowd the bangina. Yabesha a whole some kaye. But minority no swatch na najwe ewo tribunals. Sir, NDC for tribunals obo de ba no. Obo de ba be appointed obo party for. Mempesa beko lawyer de no because minimum tribunal chairman ebe wo ho na nipa tu bi e ka no ho omo no omo nya lawyer fo so omo nya judges omo nya dey lawyer be kire ni nyina mu minority no ho no say tribunals are ebe omo de ba be tata NPP for political persecutions or prosecutions ebebem edunti dey na minority no ka say court no deba assembly aba what is the problem with the law courts deba assembly aba ntia omo ekwako bia na omo bie tribunals bebre say enti eno no nso no ye bedi ho nkomo the attorney general Atta oversight committee obviously omo ebehwe tribunal no so to ensure fairness afe decentralized system omo de monitor omo activities and all that just to assure Ghanaians or NDC so omo person omo be delay court system no. The third term bid of President John Dramani Mahama identity macho hun komo eba yakoche miracles abuaje just to put the fear of God in Ghanaians. And then do na hey kofu we dia ukasa kakra na omo chiwo ya chi TikTokers ni ya chi we no itiama ehu abeto Ghana for do na so omo entube nkasa. And then Steve Mantia maybe odin komonenam and surprisingly Andrew Abeka kwekwaza nso de kwekwaza pa. And then you know so church third term bid of President Mahama and then lawyer wa you be dey komo and unti no de ehu ebe hye omu said you won ka ho asem entimedia me preempt the court beka ebi say thrown out but on the ehu hye omu enti asem e bakura na wan hwa yaba ho kwan untube nka bi atoboa President Jeremiah John Rawlings and then ya men fa the crazy away lawyer ewa hado and area ba Akyea so e de atoja say ye high court no chairman would be summer boy case no beya court no in stay judgment no proceedings na or the Minerals and Mining Act ni bi na omode ba be prosecuting the client no or the Supreme Court for interpretation of a Minerals and Mining Act no for constitutionality of certain provisions of the Minerals and Mining Act used to prosecute his clients
upon true and proper interpretation. When your lawyer say na ma wani aje, you see upon true and proper interpretation of the provision to call for further interpretation of the law. That was Supreme Court, and when it happens like that, then it means that all court in the way biano. Court of first instance, I will say we stay. Because there is a
provision. I can't say so. I say we stay.
I will say we stay. So stay of proceedings until Supreme Court interpret the law.
Okay.
Into easy.
And no man would easy.
And the yes as well. Actually, I want to mean kwasam so because there is a certain provision of he say ABR or you proper interpretation about it into a Supreme Court in church liberal answer. And then this I will apply Emrano wrongly. I'm a one from Rano, and Yajuma said the city because I was saying not true upon true and proper interpretation of that provision of the Minerals and Mining Act. And the Supreme Court on Kwana by virtue of Article 130 and 21 of the 1992 Constitution, or more original jurisdiction for sa interpretation. Was the Supreme Court no 5 main jurisdiction. The 2 main 5. Supreme Court of Ghana, the 2 main 5. Now 5 main areas now on our original jurisdiction. Original jurisdiction, I know you one. And the Supreme Court is our appellate jurisdiction to original jurisdiction in order to and Branum said the 1992 Constitution let's sit here. That is the original jurisdiction our and our appellate jurisdiction. Appellate you say appeal. And you say Court of Appeal ne kan sam na won tena se aye nyansafo me nsana na wo so de kwa nyansafo mu nyansafo ye Supreme Court no no mo ye den omo nso e kire emradum se bia Court of Appeal ni nya ne ye ana wa nya ne ye eno ne ye appellate jurisdiction and our supervisory jurisdiction o supervise all court bia shanase Court of Appeal shanase High Court shanase Circuit Court shanase District Court ana de omo person omo kra de beya enya mai eno so omo timi de ba de enyi ni se beba eno so shanase supervisory o review say ye ono ankasa kan asem a ono ankasa betimi asan adane na asem na o kan ene se na mia na me kan we masake justice tokuno wa china so ye de the same thing kwa ni parliament sake no eno so say 2 minutes de ama omo na cha say otimi hwe mutimi ya bias wo baabi obetimi asake wona ade akye enipa foforo asem be ko be ka so no de ma anya magyan na ma ne ko ana ma anya ne sa bi enti osan wo review say ono aka asem obetimi asan dane na asem no review jurisdiction na wo exclusive jurisdiction ono nko a or exclusive jurisdiction asem bi o ha ono nko a na edie obi ani ebi ne presidential election petition say ato abana president for ono nko a Supreme Court na edi Court of Appeal ntimi ni High Court ntimi ni district court into all 5 main jurisdiction: appellate jurisdiction, original jurisdiction, supervisory jurisdiction, review jurisdiction, exclusive jurisdiction.
Yo, wait there by way of information, yeah.
Nina Subeniano, Article 130, Article 131, Article 132, Article 133.1, and Article 135 of the 1992 Constitution of the Republic of Ghana, and Article 2.1. And to hear Article 130 of the 1992 Constitution of the Republic of Ghana, or was a jurisdiction of the original jurisdiction, or Article 131, where appellate jurisdiction 132, now to a supervisory jurisdiction review 133.1 and 135 exclusive what jurisdiction into when say exclusive jurisdiction say presidential election dispute is here or non exclusively or non na den ho so otimi kire sa amranum hunu de owini ya ne one win into when it happens like that no one says sa provision we na sana obetimi akono na e was original article 2.1 ada you are a citizen of Ghana no ansan wetimi akọ citizen ni bi ni say one ebia we natural person or artificial person into your company ubie no Ghana ni tifree company han my free Ghana obetimi agina article 2.1 no so akọ court ana so you be or citizen of Ghana obetimi agina so akọ Supreme Court for further interpretation of the law ya anya ama Burkina for ya anya ama Ivory Coast for ana ya anya ama your sister country bia unless the person is a citizen of Ghana. And that citizen of Ghana could either be a natural person or artificial person.
How can you be an artificial person?
Artificial person, your company. And it is a company be free Ghana. Hanem fan say, Ghana cry a company ni business. Ghana cry companies. Engineers and planners. In fact, President Mahama we are engineers and planners because on na buy also. And on also na sika koko ade ni nyina nsuo na ma ni nua. Ntimi nyusu ni nua no company no so engineers and planners. Omunti free ha. A company establishing in Ghana Hanum, a company act no mujina so na de bi Ghana. Ombetimi aka se mra bi ho a omonte ase e Ghana. Ombetimi agina article 2.1 eso e de akọ. No ma evoke the original jurisdiction of the Supreme Court. The original jurisdiction of the Supreme Court na article 130 no. Okay. So and no mo de kire mra nim interpreting the law upon true and proper interpretation of the provision. Obonsa nyansafo num no. No master no mo kire sana appellate or sana appellate ebia na engineers and planners omo artificial body artificial it so ontimi nkasa company ni ntimi nkasa o kasa fa nipam the company ni betimi akọ na citizen natural person so to say me no mienu a ye wo Ghana ha ye Ghana ni ana say ya be ware wo ha ye naturalize wo ha no ye nso ye betimi agina article 2.1 no so de akọ and by virtue of article 130 131 132 133.1 and 135 of the 1992 Constitution of the Republic of Ghana no obia betimi Supreme Court of 5 main jurisdiction into okwa na wagina article 2.1 so na de koba you must be a natural or artificial person and also a citizen of Ghana if answer no wetimi.
All right me that's papa say ya na ya dia chance ya na say ni ya chance ye na lawyer H3 mu no Ora Akyea, lawyer Akyea, they say or no, and chairman wound to me, summer boy case no or no, and dear Nimo. Na Yedisanka 20th as a court to lawyer say a 7 obeying the 20th, and no, and a lawyer Akyea, a stepping inside who pray a high court no say on change a year judgment no so 20th no na emum onfa in 70 be provisions of a year minerals and mining act was emrano on fanko Supreme Court because emrano baby wo hodoma e chine na adwene enema mu eye na kakra na omuntu be na omanfa eno amambe read out judgment to or call Supreme Court eno no obon pai say court the high court no so betie no na wafro akọ eye Supreme Court
ansana me di dwumade na ye no me kotu Speaker of Parliament waka say me or say the current democracy we are witnessing in Ghana is backsliding to the olden days. Speaker Abambabin and I can say the current democracy we are witnessing in Ghana is backsliding to the olden days. Or say kabima min kabia memu ya ye hunu ne sabre no ekonachi setete hode no ekonachi akona chikura tete hode no na chese nkonanim Nti democracy na yehu ni sisi ano say the current democracy we are witnessing in Ghana is backsliding to the olden days. Kabima min kabia memuo ya anase kabima min kabia memuo ya ye womu ya ye nyina ye huni na ye hwei. Akonachi akoye tetede. Ono ana e ka kire na memuo no esa. Ono na ebie na no akasa menim adekuru nti e ma na kansa na kire se otimu say democracy no esai. Na mamenka bibi enchiro EOCO yawo institutions bebre na wa Ghana. Na keke ohwe a bail a unconditional release of an accused person from the police custody and as any institution with the promise as any panel of the person will reappear to stand trial. Into a unconditional release. Into bail be a demawa ye release you. Be high unconditional condition planaso. Now the amount of bail. The reason being that say you try say any panel okwa obeba and ntini ye ma osa bail. Na keke who read the bail ni nyina na it is being governed by section 96 of Act 30. Osha ye bail ni nyina it is governed by section 96 of Act 30. In section 96 na kire say e was say utimima accused person and say suspect bia or custody bia no e was say utimima ne bail. Enti bail nya de bia e was say ana ye authorities in Ghana actually say bail enya de bia was use as punishment. So if you read Martin Pebu number 2 versus Attorney General number 2 one Supreme Court Ghana law report at page 171 I can't just say bail shouldn't be used as punishment. Bail yemfanye asotwe MLB because by virtue of Article 19(2)(c) of the 1992 Constitution of the Republic of Ghana, there was who say obia accused person na suspect bia yeden or you're innocent until proven otherwise. Obia ni for womra nanim kopem say emra no ebedi ebebu anofo. Enti sa wuchi nipa bia no a na sa wusi sika bi naira na osi bail na 100 billion. Enti onim ho hwe nso na de bail na koto no say onkope 100 billion no enkope japade ane bodru sansa no amana kofia. In fact na ne nipa no eni ne yie enye pepepe ye na wo de AD nipa no ni nyina na ye ka say I was here respected the 1992 Constitution. And it's a member say wuchi ni pam na unhu de odi for no a na emom ni pam na emu 99 ana say 990 ana 999 na aye bone na ba ko pa ko firi mu a onye bone a emra ne kire say esese wuja sam pempem ni nyina ma omokọ efisa so anhwe na buo mu komfo na akokum a de ne kra ne nye bone no akoye ba ko akofre mu unhu no. It is better so be jai ni pam thousands of suspects and also accused persons amo mako rather than say ube buo mu kumfo and also be sentence do makotum abra okra na ba ko akofre mu a onye bone. That is the criminal jurisprudence, the theory of law I dey go and call law school no dey kire me and American. So the point is that so uchi obia the person is what innocent by virtue of Article 19(2)(c) of the 1992 Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. Unipa bia onfome kopem se emra no. Ete say medical doctor aka se obi ewu. Ekwan ben so na me no mienu nyina keke ye beji atum se nipa ewu. Until say medically proven and say medical doctor bi ede ne mfidie atoto nipa na koma ho no a pronounce nipa ne say oye dead before answer e bia na nipa no we are unconscious na momo so waye den wawu na de na kwasha fridge enti asofo no mtimi ka se manya ni nipa no unya ni nipa se opeso unya ni nipa de a ene na okoduru mortuary na nipa na edo magu fridge ni mu nyina na nkwa akonya ni wo ma afiri ho because at that time no nipa ni bi wo ho no ma we are unconscious and oda hodin nti wo so no kokokra na otimi ba life so ba life ana sofo no de age world cup o say oh me de in fact me sofo we ne nyane me ma me wuye otimi nyane na enya no kre because medical doctor nko an etimi kire se nipa eden ewu say bi na court nko an etimi kire se nipa we odi for. Now yenhwe say oba EOCO any all institutions na ye wo act a govern wo mo na act no e ma wo kwan say say oye EOCO officer ana bibi etesa na oba obi suspect na wo che na utimi ma ne bail. If you read section 15 of the Economic and Organized Crime Office Act 2010 Act 804 Emma kwan se uye EOCO panyina utimi granti obi bail why you continue with the investigation and I say any financial malfeasance and I say financial crime bia akoso and economic offenses bia no section 15 of the act 804 I can't say ubetimi ama say nipa ne bail but sa bail now the man on you should be guided by section 96 because section 96 near the parent law and only obatan na embra na wo hwe and ye de wo de ketewa no aye act na ye de ama wo no enso abetoto sa law no ho enti wo law no bia no you tailor it alongside with the supreme law enti wo law na wo de ye adwuma no it must be tailored alongside with the supreme law of the land. Now I'm using supreme law here not in terms of the 1992 constitution but the criminal act na ekon na me classify ne sa. We all know said the supreme law of the land 1992 constitution of the Republic of Ghana. But in this context, we use supreme law the number section 96. So EOCO act now we use act 804. Section 50 must be tailored alongside with section 96 of Act 30. And section 96 all offenses are bailable. Offense be a bailable. I was say offense I was say a bail subject to the discretion of the judge. Enti judge no I was say a bail the by judge ne behwe ese o bail na beboa na emboa. The entia omo ye mra na Supreme Court decision aba say subject to the discretion of the judge ne kire say judge na nkasa mu no obetimi ahwe say me bail a wo kwa abontana manfo okobo waku ana. Ene na me mfa wonsie kakra. Obetimi ahwese nipa awakum no na ye obi ahia ye gya wo kwa obekun ana obetimi ahwese sa wo megya wa wo bedwane ana obetimi ahwese wo achitafo ana se woni achitafo ase udwane kra ye benya omo ama begina hode wa ba ana. The judge will look at all these circumstances and sana wa ma obe. Now the point is that adenti na uchi obi wo ye EOCO aya uchi obi a wo fiti prekope na wo abuse section 96 no because the jurisprudence na me ehunu dia wo say wo ye and the criminal jurisprudence and the criminal act actually what they was say oh yeah enti die enti na wuchi obi a one kasa EOCO a ye fe no boss na wo no ye fe no no mo fe no Raymond Acha say ni di no kwaya me hunu boye enye papa na boju seku ha. So the point is that say die enti na wo Raymond Acha wutimi fa one kasa to me de sha unsa na wo me be condition ene court ye pe. You see, we have to tell him. You see, what EOCO is doing is very nonsensical, KK. Very nonsensical. I'm telling you. It's very, very, very nonsensical. And we need to tell them as a good people of Ghana. We have to tell them. Whether they like it or yes, we have to tell them. The EOCO boss, all what he's doing is in breach of the law. And his conduct is a very nonsensical. The conduct, not his personality. And then you sue. And I may catch and say very no, but the conduct, no. The conduct is that when you arrest someone, now for granted any pani bailer, you don't give onerous bail condition because Supreme Court Timiyaka said you should not give the person onerous bail condition. Bail condition that the person cannot meet. It amounts to refusal. You see, in criminal justice system now, you need to balance the right of the accused with that of the prosecution. And criminal justice system no, and yet the whims and the caprices of what Attorney General and as any institution EOCO and in a criminal justice system or it is not done at the whims and the caprices of what of the EOCO, but it was all balancing the rights of the accused as enshrined under Article 14(1) of the 1992 Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. Enti ne kan no a na yemu nsa ye ho se Owura Miracle Aboagye ebra na ofiri aburuchire ba no one na mo de charge bi abonana in any case a investigation na mo ye matom nsa afre na manako ebre bi a mo be frɛ ni bi a okɔ obi a mo frɛ na eye related but not the same a mo frɛ na master charges any pakro no etua ni sika the case ne Owura Miracle Aboagye de ne nyepɛ nese wabedru airport na se wo bibi de charge be bono ana se so obeto nsa sa afre ni biemu a enu nti no wafa no abra ohun ne yere se meti studio hai na mesi abonte no abemmoa me de ma hyeka mu na ose me wo de me kɔ enu na abamba be nka se ye democracy na akɔ chi na akɔ olden days tete ho olden days be na or refer to the military regime Rawlins's what regime and or refer to enti de Raymond Asha any EOCO institution ye no e was a Ghana for such a catch the people of Ghana must voice it out. They must tell EOCO boss said they all the conduct in sense against the 1992 constitution. The same is in breach of article section 96 of what criminal act no and non so was a catch act 30. It is the award EOCO act no credit the amount of section 15 say or the bail no, or abuse no. How could you tell as a accused person suspect on concofa 50 million Ghana cedis and family or no EOCO boss nankasa Raymond Asha no 50 million Ghana cedis eja pade o ha ya chine se or the better. You see enya de bi say me can chere NPP say NPP ba o may the same thing, but the point am a person make can say what is good for the goose is good, also good for the gander. But on one kasa what ho no se de bi di na be ye ne den one voice here out ade che ane aba becho de wo ye de yesubam bone an oyi na die no enya de pa an ode otieti oman no democracy ho e wo say your voice out e kire Raymond Asha say oni adwuma bia ye ne de na kwakosi wonom na o se nipa na obecheche wo mo oman yi mu a me Evans was able to as a lawyer me voice out at them. I said what he's doing is since against the law. He can come and arrest me. When I appear before my Lord, I will tell my Lord. They can keep me for more than 21 days or 30 days. I will tell my Lord. And now maybe what I say. The point is that we all are citizens of Ghana and we must defend this particular constitution, because if you read the preamble of the 1992 constitution, I just say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ebra also oath mona na also oath of allegiance no also be protected the fundamental human right of the good people of Ghana. E dey na abentia Raymond Asha yes anema we are His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, I mean no disrespect to him. Won't mean voicing out and country no. And so free so within 3 years emrane magana ni kwan so timidi ni ko gina court. And so free so na say next government bi obeba ochi His Excellency John Dramani Mahama e ni ko gina court na ochi ne hye dem e say wa anya de bi ya will he be happy na ni beji ana omusa ne ho sa question no. What they are doing to the good people of Ghana no and as opposition is not right. Likewise some people baso no mu opposition omu yo mo nso bia I will not support that. Today I'm condemning that act. I'm condemning it and I'm voicing it out. I'm not insulting them, but I'm insulting their conduct. Their conduct sins against the laws of Ghana. It is in breach, total breach of the 1992 Constitution. It is also in breach of what? Section 96 of Act 30. It is in breach of all the authorities Supreme Court are establishing in this country. So at the end, Omani Raymond Asha Diana, Omani NDC for Diana, Omani yes the sitting government and Ononkwane Diana. Why should they be doing that to the good people of Ghana? It's not the best. It's not to the best interest of the good people of Ghana. They should desist from that. The people must voice it out. The people must voice it out. I will say nipa ba bontene no mo kan no kre ne de kire no. Utimi nchi obi papa mfa ne nkwahye dem. Where da say nipa no ko na mission bi no oba. Where da say bibi asi ekro akwahwe na busuafo na oduru airport a ose mache no. Aden Rawlings's regime kra wa anye saa. Papa J ono kra wa anye saa. Edu ba bi kra obie mu ma democracy eye adwuma. And then what is so special about Raymond Asha? I will take the law into his own hand. The way bia nya de bia wodi ni pa bia ko gina court a wodi for atete ne de wakɔhye dem ɛdan a obi hunu ne de wakɔwuram se e ma poison anom se de ne de ma wo ho se de ne ebusa wo. In fact edipa kra ne kwa so de to more than 48 hours. It is a 48-hour breach no. Now NPP kra ya na mente wo mase de ma mente New Patriotic Party na say if NPP empany for mu de animu de a also hunu say ukọ fundamental human right court e court that next 2 days na we file habeas corpus. You file habeas corpus e wo fundamental human right court for him to produce the body. So on produce baby or the miracle abuaje de na kwakɔhye. If say me na me handle case wa me nya adaje kra nkotena EOCO fo nanim esa mo mfa na ma me I wait and file to fundamental human right court say on produce the body no. It's a matter of say we application for habeas corpus. Now ma produce body ne diaba. E dey na ekoso o man yi mu. E dey mpa ne hunhuna yi. E dey nko na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama o hwehwe. E dey nko na oni ne team o mo hwehwe. O mo pese o mo fa Ghana nyina o mo nkofa na o mo fa galamse nsuo ni nyina. Na o mo mfa na o mo ne o mabusuafo nyina mfa. What is happening in this country? What is happening in this country? And the judges are sitting down quietly. Malams are sitting down quietly. What is happening? And I say you mo fe and I say Yaton Ghana Edinama His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Why should it happen like that? And the people are not voicing it out.
At the end, civil society organizations need
Ukraine is better. I don't think NDC for anybody sad way. NDC and Manokra no many better sad way echo no because NDC any more debt as a baby beba now buying a beba better NDC for no domasha demosa M1 or minor. Let us develop this country. Near leave legacy for our children, and when I was here leave, but we will not sit here aloof and allow President Mahama and his regime to be doing all these things. The conduct of Raymond Ashano is very, very, very nonsensical. I was here, your man, your cushion in the character, no. Now, it's something na brabo. M1, on over 50 million a bill. A court of law, competent court, any bit me this idea we. A man say, me di say Kraton, and no reasonable court. Omo the badrimba na ye juma. Badrimba. Edian America Abuaje why BBA level a charge against him, process him to court. Man law nankasa dealing with nipa nankasa and chinason. Number me I'm not in support say so America Abuaje why boni ami and chinason. Why do mine sika bia on famara. But one for charge bia mono. On level case bia fentiano. Onya de bia mfente we invite no several occasions na manaba wa ba yen so nka asem bia nkyere no na watu kwan akwa abrochire no oba no declare intentions of be communication director for the party a oboduru airport ayamoa no immigration for moana omosenya na ye kra na ye hwe wo ne ato no ne asade na ma ho ahwan say police o ye wie ne asade na ma ne say EOCO for na de woko. What is happening?
And after that yes I no la people
for investigation na lawyer kra ntimi nya de enya access to in a hell country we na asade we be see. Enti Ghana enti abamba de na sema obi na no kan say Ghana's democracy na akona chi in the olden days no. That is the quotation and the DD kind. A backslide akọ the olden days.
But lawyer Ibi Susu said this time around and I think said they should take Raymond Akyea on as an individual.
Absolutely. And the conduct no one kasa personality in a sense against the law. So he must be taken to court. I was said in the court, no suffering is suffering no, and the court can restrain him because of abusing the powers now. Excess of powers no ultimi ko use sexual right. And the question excess of powers o use no. You can issue sexual right. And the question the powers now o use no. Any part so watching as him own produce ne man. And also you can issue what habeas corpus. As own produce body in famra. You don't sit down and wait more than 48 hours. And can't say, and what is happening? Why is President Mahama quiet? So quiet about this? I didn't know President Mahama. You see, now can say President Mahama come on for the budget so pa. So ye or body juma, no ye ni juma dinan kwa ye de fata. And can wine cry nempe. And can break crowd person why na so person quarter tem could be ampun kasa. But the uye. Say see the uye jaw ma we ma will be moi. And ye now one way I would dakura wintimi na. A chest said wako pien crama bim, then craman ye bio mubudos, no more better watch war. What that one and I am so. What you say? What is happening in this country? Necessary a cannot correct. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama on any team. You cannot correct NDC people must rise up. Omunina can't and say, oh say, because I China and then I was saying your cancer won't condone, but what China Bino question I will be saying very in order. So China the BA how would you feel? See no evil, hear no evil. Let me tell you, Keke. Right now, I'm speaking. President Mahama is in breach of Article 89. 89. You need members of Council of State. You need Chief Justice also. And you breach ni bino. Was sinning against Article 89 of the 1992 Constitution. Within 3 years, Mr. Sanad de Nekokotwa, may a writer now. NDC for would they be happy? Read Article 89 and let's see what is there.
Article 89 of the 1992 Constitution. Or say the Council of State.
Yes.
There shall be a Council of State to counsel the President in the performance of his function.
Yeah.
2. Yes. The Council of State shall consist of A. The following persons appointed by the President in consultation with Parliament. I. One person who has previously held the office of Chief Justice. 2. One person who has previously held the office of Chief of Defense Staff of the Armed Forces of Ghana. 3. That's III. One person who has previously held the office of Inspector General of Police, and B, the President of the National House of Chiefs. C, one representative from each region of Ghana elected in accordance with regulations made by the Electoral Commission under Article 51 of this Constitution, by an electoral college comprising 2 representatives from each of the districts in the region, nominated by the district assemblies in the region, and it goes on and on and on.
Yeah, so KK, I know one person who has previously held the office of Chief Justice.
Yeah.
So they say Chief Justice, no, you need be what? Members of council
almost 1 year.
Almost 1 year, appointed Chief Justice.
And so who is advising the president?
Who is advising the president
on this arbitrary arrest?
Yes, I was so 1 year no. Why need to know for Chief Justice? Ni nyina say o twema Justice Bafoboni I retire December and son or the naba Ednaba Bantigana for Nchenko Pim December at
not just as he say omwe to for the Chief Justice
it is in breach of
Raymond Atta betina hodom
President Mahama. It's in breach of Article 89 clause 1 and clause 2. It's in breach of Article 89 clause 2. And the na President Mahama we breach on we breach wa. And to be bet me as a son crowd in court and the president be free so within 3 years we bet me try no court. That is what the Constitution says. Within 3 years we bet me the court. We free so ada best step out now. Ultimately na
2 months not just a 1 year the Chief Justice in the council
member of Council of State so. And is it not in breach? And then no for mine say or the Japade no. I respect President Nobody is speaking in this country. Now Rollins the crown ya chi nipa and sunipa voicing out. Professor Dubois breaking silence. What is happening in this country? 1 day born, 1 day die. And then another dan Kwakufu Adokai say, all die be die. What I say, be voicing out. Ukuye nyina free anu afagana no waswa. Na so obeka kwache Ghana no wiema. What are they doing? And they no trample upon the right of the individuals. Why are they disturbing the people of this country? And they now arbitrarily arrest normally at a man forcer. And they nipa ye. Eti bonene se nipa na ya untimi nya charge mfam. Eno meti ye se so de bi ye so ye nhunu. Enti akwache obi a ye CEO ano oda no Maswell Kofi Juma. No dem na obi oye hypertensive ne pressure duro kra na ya manenom. If you intend to kill the person, shoot to neku ne prekwa. Enti na mani Rollins mo bebo otu ano ma bo otu preko. Na wawu akọ. Enkeke wu a wonsa ma bie mu. One day tie wo ya da ye wu beba. Wo ye gi kra ye 75 party film. Na hwe umfi aka wo de ti wiase. President Mahama opa onhwe ni age. Na onhwe age a aka. I don't wish him evil. Me pai boni sen ko onyirinya emfie bi opeso onya bia. Empo 100 years a. Na say President Mahama obey 60 years at film. Aka na 40 years. Epe wo de Ghana e kwahne fa. Say wo ti film 75 aka ni mfie sai. Eti legacy no omo pe no omo pe bibi ejai de ato ho ama omo menti ana. Ana Ghana no omo fa de ama omabusuafo nti ana. Busa ye ho empanifo wo man mu nyina otu omu age free aka sen His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo say see as wanya 70 na ye ma 75 aka ni mfie sen all things being equal say emfa ne say empokra nyankopon kra ma no 100 years aka ni mfie sen a wo the president Akufo aka ni mfie sen na menu mienu ate ai aka ye mfie sen empo bi e beto aba nwotwe ewo man mu na yada ne nkokra na nkokra enkwala ne free old man what you say and you don't say nipa bia wo ye bia no you have to leave a good legacy but you don't leave a bad legacy. What Raymond Atta is doing is a malafide, bad faith, and it doesn't help the development of this country.
Now, some lawyer draw your attention. There, see a year Council of State there, so and no crowd etosi. Who is advising the president? And then President Omwe Tunofo no crowd only full complement of a year Omwa A Tunofo. And no wonder she say Omine the autopilot and Raymond Atta. Esha EOCO na odin se hununa odin wo hono enti ya hwa de ebekoso ene ya ka se saade ma ya ekoso ene NDC so ode tribunals eba na ode ababedra ne eye justice system no na lawyer Akyea Dennis Miracles abuaje de no yanko eye tribunal ensensem no emu na yanko hwe ye ka tribunals a Rollins time na tating kofo na enu abi na ebe ya na se we no and also sronko lawyer over to you.
Okay, me da say So regional tribunal now, before you can do any assessment of regional tribunal, no. Person will assess so just heard the history regional tribunal ewo. What was the rationale behind the establishment of regional tribunal? What was the purpose? Purpose being they establish a regional tribunal. I was say we did the purpose they establish a regional tribunal and say number fast track one of the purposes of the regional tribunal they establish for its establishment. I say one. You be decentralize the court no ama court ni bi akokokoko abembe ye nkurase ekakra decentralization enti bi atafo a na ye ni court ho enti emfa regional tribunal nko ana mamponten a na ye ni court ho enti emfa regional tribunal ne ebi enko. Another purpose a yes dey establish a regional tribunal no bi no so ne say na political fraud crime any fraud ne serious political cases man your semni ade ni sikadie bone ne ne bi enso ekoso enti ema Rollins mo de sa amra ne bai ese eno so yensan establish 1992 no mo yes ade no eno so yensan establish sa regional tribunal no emfa nkoso ne deal with fraud cases and serious cases bia ewo ho na ebra mo yes ade no so na the target ne say uhwemu na oppositions ne ne manema opposition ne ne manema no most often na omu cases na yetai edi no to bo so obenya enipa headed regional tribunal ne pa a chief justice and the chief justice ne we are no wayi high court judge baako bi abetna o ya wo judge baako ne ye de nipa omonye high court judges ne enipa mienu ana enan aka no nto mu na ehwemu no mutu no fo and the omo no beka kire no ese yemfa nye nipa no na chese ye de aye no na ye de we ni history omo de establish regional tribunal. At that time, question was so busan say na court do saying and na war man. And until I established a regional tribunal, how many courts were established in our various villages and various constituencies and various districts and the municipalities. Some require ni municipal near what districts near the other. And na court to saying na ne o de campaign ne ya ene o come Pontina ubenya court ho o kontonso a ubenya court ho o batafo a obesenya a circuit court ho ansa na otu ebeduru adum a wasa benya high court enti na ya biebie court ne bebre enti a deputy purposes no one of the purposes na ya dey establish a regional tribunal sana court no so eno enti na ya ma yes a court no na de tosu mienu a mesa de floor regional tribunal na ompeso mo de ba no na omudi political cases they say amanyo bi opposition anasa amanyo sembi obi aye boni bi ne de ne call na obi adi sika yemusa ye ho say ena ye wo institution like EOCO ho ye wo fast track high court ya beti na do danko akufu ado tete ya ye wo fast track high court e wo ho eno achi no si asa benya office of the special prosecutor enso wo ha ono so dealing with sa cases ni nyina enti na dia na hu behia nti a e wo se esan de regional tribunal esan de ba. Another thing eso a e wo se wo hwe ne se at the time wo de regional tribunal yi ba bebe aka NDC ni mfie dodo osan na bia o de free power anase so benya power bia ma me fa ne sa aka mu mfie ebe mienu ana wo de ba be kwa wo di nti na wo te regional tribunal omo pese omo de be cheche NPP fo no epse gumu ana se no a yeni court dada wo ha omo guso de omo ko ana edu nti na omo bete regional tribunal. The answer is say ya wo court bebre wo ho e dada omo try NPP fo no bebre wo ho no ma eno no sa court no nti de na hu behia sa the regional tribunal eba de to so miensa ana etirimu pon ne say NDC fo pese omo de regional tribunal ne ba se de be ya so omo di sika bia omo de omo nkrofo be kwa akode da regional tribunal na no enti akoba se political cases bia ye ba be di ade omo ko hwa omo na edi kan de omo nkrofo akoko ne nipa tribunal ne nipa for mbeka judge no ho amana tena oni enti ko ya na chese NDC for na don ba enti ye be ja wo mo ana eno so ye question we se ebusa ye ho keke mpacho utie nkomo na me ni odi ne ye eti I'm looking at the history of the establishment of regional tribunal ana me de beto de enti a wo se ye ja na mama wo se court no ya biebie bebre se me fata fonko a ubetimi anya ntonso court ubetimi asan ba benya Mampontin court ufri one ma wasan ba circuit court mami musa on say circuit court what is the functions circuit court the jurisdiction why the jurisdiction yeta for circuit court no our regional jurisdiction pursuant to section 1 section 42 and 41 and 42 of the Court Act 459 circuit court or regional jurisdiction or what jurisdiction ultimately di asem or region nyina and then found so betimi achi obi ewo donyina and so mfa ne nko donyina circuit court so de ne betimi abatafo a court ne ebedi sa asem no
okay
into our regional jurisdiction what you say and this circuit court na ewo ho dada no a judge ne to otimi di asem na e de ben evidence ne anya say sa circuit court na why overcrowding ama judge ne ntimi ni asem wo ho enti e ba be ye no regional tribunal ye bete fofra asra kan ho ye busa sa question no enu achi over high court what then or what jurisdiction over the whole Ghana. High court is only one, but it has what branches. So the high court in Kumasi ebetimi atena high court ebetimi atena case e wa kraso unless obi a challenge the jurisdiction of the courts. Enti so offer Kumasi high court edoso high court 1 high court 2 high court 3 high court 4 high court 5 high court 7 high court 8 enti ma me 5 year justice or cycle 4 ne court high court 8 owo tu mi nse obetimi atena matter bi a ewo Kumasi a owo tu mi nse obetimi asa atena matter bi a wa kraso unless ese ebi a civil matter na ejapade no wo bi a Accra na otena so ha enumpo just we challenge the jurisdiction of the court as a court me give se bi one kind enti mesra wo judge ne say jai na former chief justice non transfer fanko Accra enumpo chief justice no ebetimi aka say opese high court 8 no and na say high court 2 eno judge no eno ono antena so because high court is only one already yes civil procedure act now high court is only one but it has a lot of what branches in the regional tribunal na what they ba beba no sa regional tribunal na etrimu problem and na what they beba I quite remember say you what a brand na NPP a free so no I met deputy attorney general Misiano na ye ba conference a lawyer for nyina conference ne ekohia
current deputy
the former deputy attorney general honorable Akyea
yeah
na ebra me ne senior ehia no ne edidi nkomo ne yete one table bi ho ana yedi nkomo na oka kire me say woni me say NDC for omo ba power omo the regional tribunal beba omo purpose ne say omo de ebe establish no omo de omo nkrofo nko a abetoto ano omo judges omo pe no omo de omo abetoto ano because they want to create court for omo lawyers so that ekobaso mo free so omo to ye hunu se ekobaso mo peso mo di NPP for week da eno so no omo de aba that is the sole purpose enti omo de ba.
And the establishment, there will be a tribunal chairman.
There will be a tribunal chairman.
Then the two.
On judge no. Now there will be either 2 or 4. Now attending chain. Omu two no funti do. Omu necessary judges. But omu I put 2 omu de be man no. Ene no de be ya adwuma. No ahwe law ne kakra no de atoton ba dodo no de omu beka no. Obe direct omu keke. No de omu nsam no tribunal ne de na asem atodwa. Enti ekoba sa no a let's say yachi ebia for instance me dey asem ka yachi minister bi and now within 3 years obi betima try his excellency John Dramani Mahama within 3 years e was 1992 constitution him ofiri so ada na obi free so na when me amfa na nko court na 3 years itwam a eno no waja no na kire say wa ye nti o me ye ne say you free so foforo bia de ma free mess ne ye ne say within 3 years ne say ebra obi free so a obi step out na ne ho egusu ye hu dadaada as a president obi e kotake na ya na osuru. But about 3 years, no, now the amount for a who free woman to our bed stable into no may say within 3 years. No, went me and Fanan Cockota, went me and Fanan Kobi. And as I'm within 3 years, no, so none of why you so free to say former president, Rao Kotakema, let us a usru. And me fans and Anaku do be betting the Nako Kota. Sabria, I can't bear 1 year, went me and Fanan Cockot to be more the Oyeabia. And the Empan says, so be what Mupobi say. So what day, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Beko to say, brought tesino of a Sikabi D, not the Nebeko regional tribunal Holomoa. Within 3 years, so far Nipa not the regional tribunal, one establishes our regional tribunal. No, Nipa no Martin in China, they bear Mran or Moka, I can't judge na money. Hey, where do I former president Munyana Mananko?
Okay.
Is that not the purpose?
Nobody but protect your boy.
Then the minister the other bill na call parliament should come out boldly and tell the good people of Ghana say we will trim for fronting and the regional tribunal eba. Either than that's our convincing.
Our reasons it's just to fast track cases in court.
Na fast track cases in court no, high court no we di asem no, we delay case ni say. Na fast track high court no kra no ya the fast can ho no. E no kra no, how many months na di asem? At the 6 months, 8 media obi asem. At the 1 year, and no the purpose ni say, omo can say fast track high court no. E will say di asem within 6 months. And so fast track high court no, it mean asem 6 months. Because Saudi obi baso oni asem o, just say we be born buga. Because I was so good representation, onya lawyer. Na o konfa lawyer bi etese lawyer attach and to visa no agya wo ma wo kosa. Me kura me tie ya. Me nye senior etese lawyer attach ya no. So the case bramia before pa meja wo ama wo wafa nwodi ne menu ntru case na akopem say case no me hunu say me client na nya justice e won a part. Me fiti prako pe ma wonko. Me court na say court ni refuse me e wo circuit court. Me timi file ma de call high court. Na high court na tia ma na serve attorney general. Ne de akosi ani. And there are cases we bra high court na grant me release na ma me wish na ma me. What I say ama me the court. And the point is that say e dey tin na court regional tribunal just any intent buga na ma na afa ni panel na kwa question. Is it right? One purpose of the ban so person mu create job e ma omo ankasa nipa. Omo do omo judge se ko ho. De to so mienu. Omo apese bia so omo disika ekobasa na regional tribunal na omo establish omo court e be ja wo omo. Ama omo akọ. Because ono na de oba na ono aso na ebe point another point ni so almost na be create jobs bi di amom ankasa enkrofo because nipa for na don be kwa kan judges no ho no oni omu chief justice yes select no omo na ebe select no omo do omo akọ ho enti omo the NDC for na ebe abetena ho abedi asem
to operationalize dormant constitutional provisions. Now I will say obu be improve access to justice delivery. Specialized courts na
keke he who seeks equity must do equity, and he who comes to equity must come with clean hands. And to almost say almost burden the kind first
dormant constitutional provision.
Constitutional provision at the end I dormant I can want some ID. Enya juma and the sabre or to want me find juma or the second one mammy. I don't know if maybe I may improve access to justice delivery. So dormant access to justice delivery there. What is justice delivery? Justice delivery as the sense say a business what airport. No wa come one. And the Kamuanu in our card Nakujina regional tribunal anim. Tribunal and NDC 44 I can't judge no normal to all. No baby I say so guilty a sentence so who come 30 years. Why not? But
here you Roxin the fear backbone there's a say still call for the budget by parliament almost press MBA courts no do all the who claw the bar. You see it is still now no just almost said yeah my back the momentum galam say sad you almost say galam say the money it's almost pen intent
anti court no person be for fra mesa ko nton shot mampontene tafu biem na me dey example am wahu anti ede na so person be court ni biem kan wa adenti na mamponte e district court adenti na onfa another circuit court nse mampontene kan ho den nyamienu na ma judge ba ko ni asemo no asan benya another circuit court watafo na tasa Kwabre East, Kwabre District, one more court, a mienu meboa. District a yanketuam, and was some another circuit court. Oba Tafu, ya then Tafu municipality meboa. And no other matter for so another circuit court. Now the district court back waka, and yan one. Just a Okoko body in regional tribunal. Now the judge back betra, now for NDC 49 betran and chain. And now for Nipa open for Ebekano. No more to the phone, I'm an idea, a memoir banner, maybe a question. So young cock there, if you Kwabre South. Okwa kodie ubetimi the circuit court ni bi akoho nanso kodie district court no nso wo ho umie bi nka ho enya judge na ya appoint no na mo select judge na mo de naba na e wo say judge no ademra na beba be ya adwuma we dia tribunal no emra kakra bebam na nyansafo 9 so na ebetu no fo ana nyansafo mi
but say the cancer obo de beta time people for agina sa de susuru attorney general say there be oversight committee bi mu a I don't know they will come into
ensure why never point is oversight fairness but orasrem sai won kire mi mo de why never oversight committee no why never appoint wo ma parliament never appoint oversight committee no abe check wo ma what prevent them from establishing another circuit court? What prevent them from establishing additional district courts? Adenti no omo nya na another circuit court. In any where say you kra no. As a court there now person we establish a bit me another high court. Akoko there. Hwe mame ma wo a typical example the whole of offenso. Offenso high court where circuit court no enipa wo ho e di asem mo. District court enipa wo ho nom ba offenso high court. Judge na tena asem so aya asem be 5 ana 2 pe no apon because onya adwuma kra wo ho. Opa court da bia me offenso high court. Bi gina ha na me ka kire wo. Judge no watena asem so abe 3 to da court otim betena wo. Onya nipa. Now say we stand the regional tribunal akosha offenso. What are they telling us? And there be not me see me my example offenso high court onya nipa kra na wadi asem. It amount for the asem free ebia election na bonso omo de free ha omo de free court there na omo de akọ offenso high court na offenso high court entem no agrante but ebia obebe dum kra na etu ahyeda but offenso high court onya nipa de bi kra na watena asem no so adi offenso ya opabuso obi a onim offenso high court mepa opa akọ hwe ese ne kofia fe woni kwete a day judge no ensem a wodi enu 10 kra offenso high court na se me sa the regional tribunal call na de nyansafo 9 ana mienu akoka judge no so mfani asem what is he telling olden days na his excellency John Dramani Mahama okon maka kire say enye democracy na odibu man or the anocracy na odibu man enti anocracy ni say wode ahunuhuna ana democracy no aka bomu e ka bomu a eye countries abehu bi ye Libya enu bi na ode ye adwuma no anocracy into anocratical state in a woman.
But lawyer be concluding on this matter day. Roxin the fear makokro ya. I don't know what them on the what chimney who crowded by. That's a back what can say. Justice emanates from the people. Per our 1992 constitution. And I mean was when making reference to a year criminal court is it the courts now. Over the jury system no and the running courts no into no justice emanates from the people there and you're going to say and chairman and as a tribunal chairman back so now people no no every grassroots no else to me it's no never one almost abem
is that article 125 or so and when I talk about justice emanate from the good people of Ghana it shall be delivered in the name of the republic. And that is not an interpretation. I was what them. And an interpretation, no. Justice emanates from the good people of Ghana. It shall be delivered in the name of the republic. And you know, you know, if you need penny na deba, justice no. Na any penny mu and I was say where they would di asem no na de pepe and a juma the good people of Ghana. And not just I just watch regional tribunal.
I say jury system. No say no nipani free nipani mu na.
What I say the jury system we have a problem with it. I was saying scrap no crab and free or the jury system. Few obi akum nipa wa bo nipa ni to be 25 bullets. And I say sa police ni ya obon ma adu atu me nka tie for ya. Pe ebe num nsia wa bo tuo. Uria na wo wakope jury ni ya omo ntemra wo na judge ne direct wo no omo ankasa no e na e kire etoda se jury ni nyina no anko unanimous ankasa odi for na ba akokra aka se oni de ohunu se do ye no wa e mistake na ba e na on she dani fo a e basa ye ja nipa no kwa just a jury ni esa reconstitute mo amtana se biem e basa se nipa no ye muwa no kumfo no just esa reconstitute ma jury ni sa atana se kopim se e besa nya enipa num ananso enso no ye benya omu nyina ama omu nyina aka se ampa bone na oye nyambra sem mame ma typical example afoko na chama bi NPP chama awo ho ye hwie acid gu no so ma na wuye sa na jury na koye jury ni tena ase no baako ampa omu nyina no ankope e ba sa na afoko de sa wo de apie wafa no ho adi say you know enyo no wafa no ho adi one point no there is a problem with the jury system but judge na nke di asem na obeti ha no watie ha questions a lawyer for bebu sa question or the man na beto to ho ampa so na ade acid no gu no so obebu afọ amwako and your problem we justice no jury system no we justice no and say etu be kaya former attorney general honorable Godfred Odame ebie na no ka say jury system ye ntwamu a e de how kase na bebre obi tira do obi akum no afa no ho adiko so na ena wo begina say wo be regional tribunal na wo be regional tribunal na ena de justice beba now you are interpreting article I think 125 the aba be church mu say eno na de be
justice emanates from the
I don't think say onya the true and the proper interpretation of Article 125 of the 1992 Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. Wenya ni ye. Justice emanates from the good people of Ghana and shall be delivered in the name of the Republic. Pepepe ye ne firi nimpa ni mu na eba. Na oye judge now de ye adwuma ye ne se de nipa ne pe. This particular provision etokwa about judges omudi asem. Enye regional tribunal ho asem na oka. E just say justice emanates from the good people of Ghana and it shall be delivered in the name of the Republic. It is a way a judge now ti akunwam na wudi asem a enhwe ha but ye adwuma no e the name of the Republic. Nefa pepepe ye eye nipa ni nyina. Na nye Article 125 as a Senate talk about justice emanates from the good people of Ghana. It shall be delivered in the name of the Republic. No, and yet regional tribunal betie enuntina. And that is not the true and upon true and proper interpretation of that provision in the 1992 Constitution.
But me and finally on this, finally, Yensha cases also way to be handled, more especially illegal mining and environmental offenses, economic fraud, tax and custom offenses, damaging property, narcotic offenses, and the use of public office for profit. Some
offenses when you establish a history no and one and dada. The only thing out there become why illegal mining. Why don't you illegal mining is a menace, a canker, Emma the entire Misaka, you will Krubi or baby Bima, ye establish a many park watanaswa, anka minima bushi and abetuni alcohol. Because nsuo na okwa konom na uduru ya ma me ne de oyo enkwan no e de aya wo sanom no sa nsuo ni firi nsuo bi mu na eba ane ye de cyanide ana awura mu cyanide na ye poisonous substance eno na omde ko galamsey no e di nsuo no ye sone so kra na sa poison no ewom na ko liver ho a esei ti mi no mienu nyina nim se illegal mining no emwa anti illegal mining no ewo e how kese de ma o mine no because obi bu nsuo wo kageti ana akoto aduane no ode ye nkwan ma wudi a eye problem no anya me no mienu nyina nim set up ewo fie no ana bebrede no aduane enti ye nyina ye poison ye ho a ebedu ba be liver problem cancer ne ne ma nyina ani pa benya ma liver no asese but the point they say so person handle illegal mining na enti untimi MBA court nkase court we ma establish court we na court we dey made for illegal mining kwa because court no your afternoon court wo mo so mo run 24-hour economy opa court 4 high court 4 or run it and high court 4 and I think as a high court 2 e wo Kumasi mo run it morning and afternoon. At the morning and afternoon, I did in afternoon court to the intimate delay with the illegal mining, unless I would the Rollins regional tribunal. No, Abba, Amenyansa 49 Abetana, Anna Umetu for the Ebuafo. I did in a Ubo din regional tribunal. Regional tribunal, no, Anna make us a cases in our air, no. Circuit court to the same cases in our year. And this also critical to become one. I didn't in a court yet, any circuit court to her. Not court the yen any high court to her. Now, when I a Fidakwa South. One constituency now to me establishes circuit court and high court ni bi no name also be establish a regional tribunal na circuit court no oni illegal miners asem circuit court no and high court no oni ana question na me busa oras same sign no answer me no keke what they are doing almost set precedent to be what they are doing they have something to hide what they are doing they have something I hear very bad that perpetuity. And they should come out boldly to explain and justify it before answer the good people of Ghana. Either than that, I will tell the good people of Ghana say more makwai masa court to ema. Because a brother would man would and it's also the answer for Mutifi, baby do be a seven. Now if you say papa no better on so ba na ninu akwaye illegal mining na enti emara no or the mara na be adwuma. E futu be na o de be ma judge no. Keke, Adabraka.
But what to be TV so ebie ewia bia fe na wa join here bede Oseey I remember and afen wa join here me pa cho talk Ghana jumedie so enie na ewia me engage lawyer Evans Oseey Bonsu William say lawyer Evans Oseey Bonsu the most times ebna de bia yede na ehwibo batane and some no doors to me engage lawyer Evans Oseey Bonsu 1-on-1 na yet to be a rera and some do na mu ansana ya sorena Nature Medics Consult, Gasto Mixture, Prostaplax Mixture, Bensuplex Mixture, Felix Atnasi. But lawyer, briefly on a year community sentence and no
you see, Adeba Mutaka, honorable, why are many yeah, community sentence, and that one I support it 100%. You see, there are certain offenses in Ghana. So if you act na community sentence and act na passing 20 a year. Osha idea woman said there are some minor offenses. Ana ebinum kwala ni biso ye minor omo ye bone. Enti sa kwala na omo ye bone no. Ebra no e wose ehu omo mobo. Na ye de wa prepra ana se ye de wa ye adwuma community for 6 months. Ana offenses bi wo ha ye misdemeanor. Yakasa misdemeanor bone nketengete ede wakomu kura wapanish wamana komu kese na ye 3 years nti every one day copy 3 years judge ne betima ma omu bia enu po before the 3 years ne be ma na chesa we obi a what aye sa bone no and it's sa offenses ni nyina inse sa odi nipa ne be court no na de na kotumu na uwi a wajele ne de na kotumu no emwa esesa o ma ne be adwuma because one court na ye overcrowded ehwa ye ma nti unse ye hye o mo no mo da we to kwa na we ti kwa we to ho na we eti kwa na we to kwa nti why clustered nti saa nipa no ode ne ba na nka ade ne be do bodefuo ana odi abode anka Ghana ye ho nkyere ntosi insa se ade kobo world cup ya ye hye yi ena nka ade kodua ntosi bebre anka ye nko bokina enko fa ntosi ma ema obi nko bo obi to ma abusua bi enhwere omo ade hye may their soul rest in perfect peace. So the American say see sa offenses are minor. I am misdemeanor. For instance, obi assign check amount, check na bounce, the Senate check, a misdemeanor, and ya boni bia, a ya boni kasi, a bia no expertise cabina, sikana intimi anya day. Ama, sa boni we also be condemned 3 years. And no basana, or the no codo plantain, and I say, what the epipanti bokina for an actual woman no musia. Then so no remuta kawaya dear, no hot the mebona basso honorable. I salute you. Joe 5 you 2 points. What I say? Ahanti no dear. Abino and no the other buyer no. Many His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Minister no ye no. And no ya been Cassia no the Abba. In this our community sentence in dear. Me to mom. I'm in full support of.
Mate. Yanko a third time no swan san ebia ya sorry a time no is so but nkene nanka be video bi abeyi the course of parliament and afenyo marking raise issues say aging Bradon be brief parliament. Efa Dennis Miracles Abuaje arrest no me unse bante bi akoso de fear makbobat time wouldn't permit me na me video natural but law
yeah
third term bit can crunchy
yes.
in court.
Yes, KK made that say. I don't know Orak can crunchy idea what you heard. And me, my understanding, and yen near from the one on some frail, and yen near a nipana no that a constitutional review and no eka. Me, I have seen it say, and yadia what properly where you evoke the original jurisdiction of the Supreme Court by virtue of Article 2.1 and Article 130. Can crunch you evoke the original jurisdiction of the Supreme Court. You see, Supreme Court original jurisdiction no who ko evoke amoma be ya adwuma esesa odwene ho yi. Na adwene na wo se odwene ho yi say e wo se wo say whether or not ese issue bi aba e for so mu interpret it ana. E wo se omodin chirechiremu bi ba na. Enye de nipa bi ti abontene e de na adwene kan ye announce president bi. Now let's read Article 66 of the 1992. Now before I go 66 no yenko Article 2.1 we are yenko Article 130 but you can hear 130 in the first Article 130 of the 1992 Constitution of the Republic of Ghana.
All right, I think I got Article
130 of the 19.
Okay, that under the original jurisdiction of Supreme Court.
Yes.
131.
Yes.
Subject to the jurisdiction of the High Court in the enforcement of the fundamental human rights and freedoms as provided in Article 33 of this Constitution. The Supreme Court shall have exclusive original jurisdiction in A.
Yeah.
All matters relating to the enforcement of the interpretation of this Constitution.
That's the Supreme Court will to be said, matter biana ɛyɛ ɔmo exclusive original jurisdiction sɛ adeɛ bi a ehia nkyerɛkyerɛ mu no ɔbɛtumi akyerɛkyerɛ mu aha.
And B, all matters are rising as to whether an enactment was made in excess of the powers conferred on Parliament or any other authority or person by law or under this constitution.
Na Supreme Court so wɔ ho kwan sɛ si ayɛ mmara bi na mmara no aboro deɛ constitution ne ka no so a anaasɛ Parliament na fa tumi bi aboro so anaasɛ obi a odi tumi bi wɔ ɔman mu afa tumi no aboro so abro their constitution aka na ubetimi aba Supreme Court aba bɛpɛ nkyerɛkyerɛ mu. That means that so obi buru ne tumi so Parliament yɛ adeɛ bi anaasɛ sɛ memfa ne sɛ mmara bi wɔ hɔ yakɔyɛ a enti ebu sɛ wɔn sɛ yakɔyɛ mmara bi ana yɛmu sɛ wɔn sɛ obi akɔfa mmara bi power bi abro so ana yɛnya musa yɛnkɔ article 21 of the 1992 constitution.
Let's quickly
we don't read constitutional provision in isolation. There was still 15 minutes as I said.
15 minutes here.
Yes.
Okay. We have less than
Article 2:1 of the 1992.
Okay, quickly, under general fundamental freedoms, 2:1.
Yes.
Is it 2? As in 21?
No, Article 2 clause 1.
Okay,
Article 2 clause 1.
Here we go. Time is far running out. Okay, 2:1. A person who alleges that an enactment or anything contained in or done under the authority of that or any other enactment, or B, any act or omission of any person.
No, that's a person who what?
A person who alleges that
a person who alleges that
an enactment or anything contained in or done under the authority of that or any other enactment, or B, any act or omission of any person. Is inconsistent with or is in contravention of a provision of this constitution. May bring an action to the Supreme Court for a declaration.
May bring an action to the Supreme Court. Into so no ako ivoku 130 nadiaba. Yemusa say President Mahama, what is also a quarter tembi. Now what is say President Mahama, wakotena so say me ditetem bi wate. Eti ntina kan kranche ese woko Supreme Court. Na President Mahama make attempt. Ese opeso woko tetem ansa no akọ. Na de ni twa no. Read article 66(2). All right, let me check out my time. Okay, we have just about some 2 minutes.
Oh, yes. 66(2).
Yes.
Here we go. A person shall not be elected to hold office as president of Ghana for more than 2 terms.
The word is plain. More than 2 terms. When more than 2 terms, like I said, there is a difference between more than 2 terms, and there is a difference between more than 2 terms and consecutive term. Mami nchromu. Like I said, 2 term. 2 term no could be say what several minu every concurrently. They said the president Kufuor serve concurrently. Odi 4 years and was say winning another 4 years. President Kufuor odi 4 years and was say winning another 4 years. And no, it mean 2 term. Another 2 term. E be ma o find dictionary meaning na etymology dictionary meaning na. E be san kire on say 2 terms so betime meaning when there is a break in your term of office na de ama wono. Timfa say President Mahama 2 term okọ baako ana break by we anya biem ana wasan ba biem. That is 2 term. A plain word. Justice Denis Ajay, a brand or try idea war law school. Many first person I made this question no kobusa and said 2 term which in the ben on. Or say actually baby any home. Okay, I said vetting yourself busa and question. Or say in the JPN where you play west. When the provision in the constitution no a literal meaning no a clear a plain net in the JPN you cannot invoke Article 2:1 and Article 130 of the 1992 Constitution. I can see I'm going to
it's where we're still Supreme Court.
We're still Supreme Court to time. I'm Monica. Oh yes, I'm Mahama. Etrimay then. Now got trigger way. Let's try ye. Let's say Yansafu away. Let's come ko explain. You said the Akyea. No more than na so abuano. I said
Supreme Monica. West of the courts.
He has not properly evoked the original jurisdiction of the Supreme Court.
Yes, so
Anka President Kufuor ne betimi abase 2 consecutive terms because court I know I anchor 2 consecutive terms, but 2 terms. And 2 terms means either a break and I say a plain meaning. Unya further interpretation.
Now who can cry? Check what court where say a brief time as soon to be